called 12 Days of Suggestions. So, for our first day for day one, we're going to be doing 2 custom RPM Pitties. Shout out goes to It's Itsy Everglow. Subscribe to It's Itsy Everglow if you can. We're going to be taking a look at 2 custom RPM Pitties from the first Cars movie. So here's a screenshot of the 2 RPM Pitties where they appeared in the Dinoco 400. Team with Petrol Pulaski. For Team Winford Bradford Rutherford. Here's a screenshot where they appeared. And we're going to be comparing them with Petrol Pulaski, Winford Bradford Rutherford, Riley, Bruce, and Barry the Pedal soon. So without further ado, let's take a look at them. These are 2 custom RPM Pitties I made. They look pretty cool. I'm happy I did them. This is the Fat Pitty and the Small Pitty I made. They look pretty nice. The base is a little bit messy, but oh well. These are 2 customs I made. I used the yellow paint marker and the orange paint marker. And I used the glue, the sticky extra glue, just to glue the RPM stickers on the sides and the hat. RPM has been one of my favorite sponsors in the Cars franchise. It's a really great sponsor. And I've been in love with RPM since I was a child. I believe I showed it to you in my channel trailer, which was back in May. You can check out the channel trailer video if you want. I believe I showed it to you in my channel trailer. They do look very cool. And let's do a comparison with Petrol Pulaski. The Petrol Pulaski was released in 2008, but mine has chips on the back. But maybe I'll be getting a replacement for Christmas, but you never know. They do look the same. They work for RPM, but the models are different. And which RPM size Pitty do you prefer? I think I'll go with the wide one because I think I like Wide Pitties. Because I think Pittys has been one of my favorites in the Cars franchise. Let's compare the wide one to the Trunk Fresh Pitty. Compared to that, expressions look different. I forgot to tell you. The expressions are different with the 3 RPM Pitties. And the Trunk Fresh Pitty does not have the name. He works for Dirks and D'Agostino in the first Cars movie. And my Trunk Fresh Pitty has some chips, but he does not have a name. He was only released once. Let's do a comparison with Deadly Spare. Deadly Spare has been released less. He hasn't gotten released since 10 years. The models are the same, but if you don't know about Dudley Spare, he does have a unibody, along with My Name Is Not Chuck. Let's do a comparison with Winford Bradford Rutherford. Even though Winford Bradford Rutherford matches the Pittys and he is the RPM racer from the first Cars movie. Winford has been one of my favorite Piston Cup racers. He's been always nostalgic to me. Let's compare them to Riley. Riley is the Cars the video game RPM racer. I really love Riley, but I don't understand why people hate Riley. Maybe because he's a computer player and he's annoying. He's number 84, but if you hate Riley, I respect your opinion. Let's compare him to Bruce Miller. They do look pretty similar, but Bruce has a little bit of more orange on him. I wouldn't say Bruce is a classic, but Bruce is an amazing Piston Cup racer. And let's take a look at Barry the Pedal. Barry the Pedal is one of my least favorite next gens because his design doesn't look similar to Winford, Riley, and Bruce. Barry the Pedal, I really don't like the purple on RPM. And if he had a yellow, he would be one of my favorite next gens. And this is the Next Generation's 4-pack Barry the Pedal, just to let you know. And that will conclude for day 1 of the 12 days of suggestions. Hope you enjoyed, and thank you, It's the Everglow, for this suggestion. And we'll see you next time for day 2.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.